Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Y'all, right now we are in the dark because I'm in the kitchen washing dishes. Hold on, y'all. Let me set my camera up. I know you can't see me right now, but I'm in the kitchen washing dishes, y'all. So let me wash my dishes and then we're gonna talk and do some other stuff. I got my lights out right now because I am in this kitchen. I done said that 5 times. But let me show y'all what I got going on. Good morning. I've got my Instant Pot going, and I've got some ground beef and pork in here in my Instant Pot, and I've got some potatoes back here soaking in water. And soaking your potatoes in water just takes that extra starch out, but you know that. But anyways, I'm in here early. Y'all, I got some allergy stuff going on this morning. But anyways, got my Instant Pot going with my ground beef and pork. I got my russet potatoes back here soaking to take the starch out. And who knows what we gonna come up with. But let me wash these dishes, y'all. My light, I got them turned down in the kitchen right now. Give me about 1 or 2 minutes to wash these dishes up. We're gonna go right back here in the dark for a second. Okay. But while we right here in the dark, I want to talk to you again. Y'all, I got up this morning and I made a video. First of all, the Lord woke me up. Wow, if I tell you, God been giving me some amazing days. For those of you that don't know me, my only living child passed away. She was 33. And yesterday was her anniversary. So, on her anniversary days, I have to tell the truth. I'll be out of it, y'all. I just, she comes through. And if I tell you, I promise you, God is my witness. My daughter be coming through. I be seeing her birthday on the clock, her birthday on everything. Everything just where it be just nothing but confirmation. Little things that I'll see. But yesterday was one of those times. But by the grace of God, God always pulled me through and pulled me out. Every time I say, God, I can't do it. I can't do it this year. God always pulls me through. And yesterday was 4 years. I really can't even believe my daughter been gone for 4 years. And you know what? But that says something also. That God will leave His Holy Spirit. And He'll leave the spirit of your loved one that's gone on too. And believe me, they know that you still love them and care for them. And the Lord, just like He left that Holy Spirit of Jesus, and you can feel the comfort, He'll do the same thing with your loved one. You can feel that spirit coming in. First of all, you feel the Spirit of God. Once you have that Spirit of God and the Holy Ghost and Jesus, anything can come through. Because once you seek God first, He will reveal things to you. Back in the day, people used to say, "Oh, God took that veil off their eyes," and I'll be like, "What does that mean?" I was a child. Now it's like, what does that mean? But now I know. When you get to know the Lord truly for yourself, He'll reveal some things to you spiritually. But I'm in this kitchen, y'all, cooking early. Y'all, I love to cook. And I used to didn't know how to cook. I was the person that cleaned up, growing up in the house. My oldest sister is 4 years older than me. And so my oldest sister was right there with my mom. And so my older sister was learning everything, that my mom did by scratch, cooking. And if I tell you my oldest sister, that girl, them natural talents, I'd be like, how in the world do you cook like this? And then she's like a professional caterer too. I mean, she does stuff like I asked her one day, who catered this? And she's like, don't insult me, because she the caterer. And I was the cleaner upper, where I went in and had to clean up them dishes and everything else. But by the grace of God, God gave me a spirit. Well, God, let me tell you what God gave me. And I'm buying time right here talking because I'm in here washing dishes. So I want you to hang on until I go in here into the room to where we can get into the light. And so I can share some stuff with you of the Lord. But I was the person that had to clean up. And as a child, I hated it. And when I say had to clean up, my dad was in the military, so my mom was like, clean the baseboards, clean this, clean that. It had to be like a magazine in there. Everything had to be clean every day, all day. Let me tell y'all this story now this is going to be crazy, but it's funny. We had to catch the bus to go to school. So my mom then would get us up and they'd be like, clean them rooms before you leave out. I'm going to check. That's just how they would say it, just like that in that voice. You get in there, eat your oatmeal. You headed down to catch the bus because we lived up on a hill. So you had to go about, oh Lord, probably 30 feet just to get down the hill to catch the bus. And all of a sudden, you down there about 20 feet away, you hear, get back in here. This room ain't clean. You had about 30 seconds to run back up there and fix that bed, pick up whatever you left out, dirty clothes in the hamper, whatever you did. You had about 30 seconds to run back up that hill and then fix that and get back down there. And then in the meantime, you hearing, you better not miss that bus. Ooh, that was the pressure we had on us. But you know what? I said that to say the pressure we have today ain't nothing like that. I look back on them days, I said, Lord, I thought I was going through something when you had to get up and clean your room up and you better bring in a good report card, and all this stuff. I say the pressure that children and adults have today, I'll take that any day. To have a clean place and go to school and, make good grades and prepare for the rest of your life, and of course, first of all, honor God. But if I tell you, I thought about that kind of stuff this morning, and when God woke me up, I don't know, just different this morning. He was like, well, I love you. Get up and get going. And on my channel, I have been, God had given me some sermon notes on no matter what, get up, get going, and no matter what, don't quit. Thank you for whoever just sent the like. I can't see my comments or anything right now. I thank you for whoever listened right now and gave me the like. And I appreciate you. And I'm going to tell you the rest of this story. And thank you for coming in. I just put up a video this morning that I'm so thankful and grateful that God has given me a platform in His honor. His word, you're not going to believe this. Good morning. Now I can see it. How are you doing? His word, I promise you, on my daughter's grave, and I don't even like saying that. I got up this morning and I was looking back at some messages from another video, and I said, wow, His word has been coming in, and you left me like 3 messages. You know what? I know God is real. And I don't know why He showed me that this morning. But I said, His word. I said, who is His word, Lord? And I said, He left me messages on the video because I go in and check my videos every day. And I just said, there's something to it, Lord. And there it is. I tell you, God go before you. God stay present. And He'll carry you in His word. I promise you. This morning I was just looking back, and that's why I have a video. Oh my God, let me prove it to you. I have a video that I just posted earlier this morning before I went live, and I even said there, I said, people I want to thank, and I've been seeing you come in, and I'll be darned. His word, if you're on here now, I just want to tell you, it's something to this. I don't know if there's something to this is right now. I'm not going to say. I'm going to let the Lord reveal it to me. But I do tell you, my friend, angels of the Lord come in. God provides us every day with Himself. He reveals Himself. And I'm just going to say it and leave it like that. I'm in here finishing up these dishes in the dark. If you just came in, wow, ain't that something right there? I'm still confirming that. I'm in here in the dark in the kitchen, but I'm getting ready to leave out in the next 10 seconds. The Lord woke me up early, and I've gotten some food in the Instant Pot, and I shared a video earlier, and then I was just compelled to get back on and do a live also. But I'm getting ready to go into the bedroom now. I'm through with these dishes. Thank the Lord. I got my potatoes soaking. Now I want to share something with you, and I hope you'll hold on with me. I hope you will hold on with me. All right, let's go into a lighter room, get out this dark kitchen. And once again, good morning. Got that Instapot going with some food. Um, mm, mm, mm. We going into the light, so y'all hold on one second. Let me close up the window. I'll be all in here, y'all, with the window open. Like, ain't nobody gonna break in on me or nothing. Woo, y'all, I gotta pray, because I be like up in here like I'm living out on the grid in the country, which I do want to do. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Story time. We lived in the country. I'm going in the restroom now. Y'all give me 1 second. We back in the door for a second. But growing up, we lived in the country, but it wasn't the country per se. You know, we had everyday modern day things, and by the grace of God, it was actually beautiful. I miss those days. I even say now, because anybody still listening, I live in Dallas, Texas, and we know Dallas is like the grid, the real grid, you know, where you want to live. And I've been here for 37 years. Moved from a small country town that we were raised on. You know, we had our pigs and horses, still got horses, and chickens and all that kind of stuff. Just a real beautiful life that back then, you know, didn't really appreciate it. But now I wish I was back down there, you know, living in a home with, you know, the same things, you know, with your animals around you and just God, of course, and nature. But anyways, up here in the Big D now in Dallas. So in Dallas, you know, we are covered with industrial things, and, you know, what some people will say, oh, you got everything you need there in Dallas. Dallas has got this and that. But I tell you one thing, if you don't have the Lord, it don't matter if you're in Dallas or New York or France or whatever the city or continent or state of your dreams is, or country. If you don't have the Lord, all of that means nothing. And I say that to say, you know, back when King Solomon, and I gotta say this, you see how God brings things around. When he asked King Solomon, what did he want? Now, King Solomon was a blessed man, if you know anything about him. If not, read about him. And he asked for wisdom and discernment. That's why. And then God gave him riches, you know, the physical riches. But he asked for wisdom and discernment. And I'm saying, if you don't have those type of things in your life, doesn't matter. You could be living in a cardboard box, and you can have the best of all worlds. Because if God is with you, you good. Y'all, we in the bathroom. Y'all, I'm gonna put some makeup on, because when I made that video this morning, now look how I'm looking. I'm gonna go and laugh at myself. Now, this is my morning look, but when I made that video this morning, and y'all, it's allergy season here in Texas, my eyes was like glazed, and they cry on their own. I'm gonna put me some makeup on. This ain't right. Not that I care, but I want to kind of feel good about myself today. Look at that, y'all. Good morning. Okay. Let me find somewhere to put my camera. I'm using a different camera. I'm going to put me a little makeup on. Y'all, those allergies here, like I said, they'll just make you cry. Your face be swollen. But I ain't got that headache. Let me find me some, I'm going to put me a little makeup on. Don't y'all laugh, y'all. Hold on. I'm trying to get it a little cooler in here. Try not to run my air conditioner too much because I can't afford my bill. I'm going to be honest, y'all. All right. Turn it on for a little bit. Let me find somewhere to put this camera because I'm going to put me some makeup on. Well. But I do want to continue to talk about what I got on here to talk about is that God would never leave you. You know, you could be going through things. Y'all, where am I going to put this camera? I don't want to sit down. Y'all, give me a second to get this organized. I didn't even think I was going to do this, but let me see. I'm going to figure it out. I think I got it figured out. I might have to go get my chair and put it in here. Bear with me, because I want to share something with you. I think this might work. Let's see. That's going to work. Oh, Lord, my skin. Wait a minute. Kind of dark. I'm trying to get that. There we go. Okay, if y'all give me a minute, I'm going to go get me a chair because I'm in my bathroom right now and put this in here. And then I want to talk to you about something. All right, I am back. Let me pull out some makeup. Let me see what I want to try today. I've been trying different makeup, y'all, because I have a lot of makeup. And anyways, let's get on with this testimony. Okay, let's see. No, we want that. Y'all, God is so good that, like I said, He goes before us. And He carries us. And He's always present. Let me see. I have so many different makeups. I try to use them all. But this morning, we're just going to go with it. We're going to just go with it. I try different things. And then I write it down, y'all, to see what works. But let's get into the testimony. That's what it's all about. You know, sometimes you're going along in life and you don't know what all is going on in your life. You know, meaning that you could be going through so much. And even if you ain't going through so much, it may be someone that you know may be going through something. I have some people that, you know, they'll say, well, I'm not going through nothing, but my auntie or my, you know, whoever's going through something. And I understand that. And sometimes, and that's the thing, because a lot of people will say, and I used to say this too, that's why, oh, I hit my knee. Let me fix this camera. That's why I used to say, even myself, like when I would be watching some people's videos, y'all, and Lord have mercy, I'd be like, golly, all they talk about is something negative. Yeah, I truly said it. And I'm telling the truth because I said it, and then there's a testimony with it. I hope y'all can see me. It's probably dark, but I'm going to try to do it anyways like this. So I would be like, golly, I like this channel, but because they was cooking channels, you know, I like to eat. So I would say, golly, Lord, all they doing is, you know, they're talking about stuff, but it's negative stuff and it's depressing. Because that person that I would be listening to would be going through stuff. Now, all at the same time, me not knowing I was finna be going through something, messed around. And you got to be careful with your words because you can make a judgment without making a judgment. And that was me. I was like, oh, I love they channel. But Lord, they talking about negative stuff, and I don't want to be depressed. Next thing I know, I'll be darned. And lost my daughter. And I became that person that had the negative videos, the sad videos. And I guarantee you, I can go back, because I've only been on YouTube for like 6 years. And by the grace of God, I went back in there and looked at them videos before my daughter passed away. Yeah, I'm going to put these eyelashes on, so I'm going to have to stand up for a minute, put the glue and the lashes on. So, forgive me for 1 minute, but I became that person that had passed judgment without knowing, of someone that was going through something. And I was like, I don't want to be depressed today, Lord. I don't want to look at that. And next thing I know, I became the person, that was going through it. Y'all got to stand up. Excuse me. I got to put these lashes on. Look, a moment of silence. Oh, Lord. Y'all, you know what? It take a lot to fix yourself up sometime. I do like a natural look. But that's how I got in trouble in high school, was putting on makeup. Now, actually, my mom didn't let us wear makeup at first. And I'm going to tell you how I got to wear makeup. Out of me and my 2 sisters, I have a brother, but out of me and my 2 sisters, and they don't wear makeup, I got caught at school wearing makeup. No, after school, actually. I was after school, and my friends, and I'm going to tell you the truth, my friends, y'all, were Caucasian, European, let's just say it, my friends were white girls. Doesn't matter. We didn't see color back then, y'all. I was born in the 60s. Lord willing, I'll be 58 years old in a couple of months here. We were born in the 60s, but we weren't raised like to see color. We just saw people. And that's a true story. I promise you, I got a picture of my high school reunion in my phone that I wasn't able to make it to. And you will see only out of the 100 people, 2 African Americans, but we didn't see color. None of us saw color. We just saw love, because my parents and their parents raised us as people in a little small country town about 2 hours from Dallas. We never saw color until other people brought it up. So let's move on. So this is how I got caught wearing makeup, y'all. I had gone to school, and because I couldn't wear makeup at the time because I was under 16. And, putting on these lashes. And by the grace of God, my friends would bring me makeup. Now, like I said, my friends was Caucasian. My friends brought me makeup, y'all, and I would get in there and put that makeup on in the bathroom, thought I was the prettiest girl on this earth. And then one day I forgot, y'all, and I got home. Now, while this lash glue is drying, one day I forgot and got home, y'all, and my my mom was like, "You have a good day at school?" I was like, "Yes, ma'am." "Oh, what you learned today?" "Oh, mother and math, geometry," and I'm going over all the stuff. She said, "Okay. Anything else?" I said, "No, ma'am." And then I realized I had that makeup on. And then she said, "I'm going to give you about 10 seconds to go down there and wash your face. And then I want you to come back and talk to me, sister." Oh, God. And in our house, when they gave you 10 seconds or 1 minute or whatever, you knew you was going to get your butt whooped. You would, first of all, you had to go get your own switch. Have you ever had to go? Anybody in the comments, if you're watching, had to go get your own switch, where you had to leave out the house, the dwelling, go find a switch, and come back with a switch short. And then they say, "Okay, you playing with me." They go out there and get a switch that's 10 inches 10 feet long can whoop you and all your siblings. But I say, here we go. I went on down there. I took the longest shower ever. I was in the bathtub for 3 hours. I'm going to tell the truth. And then when I came out, now let me tell you how good God is. I came out, I made sure all that makeup was off of me, and I came out, I said, well, Lord, if I'm going to get beat, it was worth it. I said, I was cute at school today. But I got back, y'all, from the tub, and my mom came in, and then she said, okay, this is Fashion Fair makeup. Now, any of you, y'all probably don't know about this. Fashion Fair makeup was made for people of color, brown-skinned people. And she said, okay, since you're going to try to wear makeup, she said, I'm going to take you to get makeup. And y'all, I was like, where am I whooping at? I'm ready to get whooped. I'm like, when that's going to come in? She was like, we're going to go Saturday because we got to go to Tyler, Texas. Woo! And after that, I went down to my room. I was laying there like quiet, like, I pulled my book out, y'all, because I used to do my, reading. And I said, okay, when am I going to be in trouble? Ground or something? And then I heard her and my dad's bedroom door close. I said, okay, they're going to come out in about an hour, and that's going to be on. And next thing I know, I slept, and everything was pleasant. And that Saturday morning, my mom and dad took me to Tyler, Texas, and took me to Fashion Fair at Dillard's, and they got me the facial cleanser and makeup and all that old stuff. And I took pictures of it with my graduation. Y'all, if I tell you, that's why I say God go before you, because just when you think that you're in a multitude of troubles for whatever reason, I just tried to give you a funny story. But when you're waiting to be in trouble, next thing you know, God come in there and just shower you with love, understand where you are, and basically he just see about you. Let me put these lashes on. Hold on. But if I tell you, God is so, so good. That was one of the things in my life that I know that God is here with me, because as a young adult, you didn't want to get in trouble by your parents. You didn't want to fail your parents. You didn't want to fail God. And hold on, let me get this lash on. Woo. There we go. Okay. Give me 1 minute, y'all. Let me go get me a paper towel. Hold on. I got the lashes on. Got the lashes on. Y'all be thinking I can sing once I start putting on makeup. Y'all give me 1 minute. My eyes are better with the allergies. I'll be right back. Don't leave. I want to tell the rest of the testimony, 'cause I got a God that loves me. Okay, I'll be right back. All right. I'm back. Okay, now we got these lashes on. Let me see. By the way, y'all, I have a testimony that about 3-4 months ago, I lost my vision. True story. And that's another thing, too, that I'm grateful to God. Y'all, vision was, I'm telling you, Satan will do a number on you. The enemy will try to mess you up. God is my witness. I got a sty on my eye. You can go in there and look at my videos. I got a sty on my eye. My whole eye was drooped down like I had a stroke. And I'm not going to go into that, but let me tell you something. I'm grateful and thankful, because even my vision now is blurred. But by the grace of God, I got my vision still. So let's go on with the next makeup. I think I'm gonna, let's go with this. But what I was saying earlier, this is a setting spray. You're supposed to spray it, but when I sprayed it, it dripped off me. So I just put it in my hands. But let me tell you something about the grace of God. You know, when my mom showed me that love, you know, didn't get in trouble, didn't get grounded. And I guess she saw a need. And that's what I want to talk to you about. When God sees a need. She saw a need that, hey, my daughter's growing up. And, you know, she's trying to wear makeup and do like the other, you know, young girls at school. And my mom saw a need that, hey, you know, let me go on and since she wants to do this. And my mom and dad wasn't the type that if you wanted to do something, they didn't just let you do it. They didn't work like that. You didn't get to say, oh, well, this is what I want to do, mom and dad, and so I'm going to do it. No. You know, it was according to the will of God and their will. So you, basically, you didn't have, you didn't have no vote or no rights. But it was in a loving way, and that's why I can thank God now, because of things that my mom and dad did. First of all, what God, I'm telling you, God is the backbone, did for them. Passed it on. I was like, once I get out of here, I'm not ever coming back. But by the grace of God, I'm so thankful and grateful now. The way that God, see, that's why I say, to God go before you. But as a young adult, child, whatever, that's a setting spray. You don't understand. And then once you get out on your own, the next thing you know, oh yeah, you grown. I was like, I can't wait to get out of here. I'm going to be grown and I ain't coming back. I'm never cleaning no house again. I'm grown. Goodbye. Well, give it... Give it 7 months. I was in college, y'all. Let me check this setting spray. Looks good to me. Give it 7 months. So, okay, y'all, I'm going to use, I got this, actually, y'all, I've got all kind of, well, let me show you so you believe me. And then when I use what I'm going to use, you're going to see something. Long story. Well, I like this. This is all drugstore makeup or ordered makeup. L'Oreal 24-hour Infallible Pro Matte. That's my favorite, y'all. I promise you, when I put this on, I have a whole different face. This is my church makeup. It transforms you into, and $13, y'all. And I show, because I like to use affordable, but I'm going to show you something else that I spend a little bit of money on. But I like to show you so that you'll know. Also, and you can get that Infallible from Walmart. Also, now this one, easily affordable, and it wears like your skin. It's the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. Y'all, I found this for $5. Every color, or if you have to get 2 colors and mix it. And I'm sharing that because, like I said, you know, sometimes we like the makeup that's expensive, that gives you all that good look, but sometimes you just need something that, hey, I can go to my local store and I can get it. Now, this I got off of Amazon NYX, and it's a contour and concealer. Matter of fact, I'm going to use that too. e.l.f. 16-hour contour. I'm showing y'all this. I got this off Amazon for like $3 too. Now here come the big body girl. For me, this is a Sasha Buttercup Setting Powder. Y'all, it was $38. I got it last year when I got some Christmas money from my family. And I spent $30 on this. It does not take very much. But for me, I'm going to tell the truth, it makes me look older. Okay, I'm already almost 60 years old, but it seems like when I put it on my makeup, it creases me and dries me up. But I'm going to show you something I use it for. Now, let me tell you the star of the show. This was on sale for 75 cents on Amazon. Amazon be doing it to you, y'all. And then I'm going to get back to the testimony. Amazon had Rimmel Stay Matte Full Coverage Mattifying Foundation. 75 cents, y'all. I went in there and bought 6 of them. That was last year, too. Now, This makeup, well, I'm going to show you what it'll do. I'm going to put it all together and you can see what it'll do. But let's get back to the testimony. When I woke up this morning, and like I say, God always go before you. Not only will he go before you, but he will carry you. And when I say carry you, for me, that's like, Lord, I need angels today. I need your love, God. I need your grace, your protection, your favor. Basically, God, carry you in everything that you can't even imagine. And my can't even imagines. Let me see if I can find me another mirror. And by the grace of God, like when I get up and God say, okay, I got you up another day, girl. Get up. Then that's what I go through. And by the grace of God, I'm going to use a sponge. I have a sponge and I also use a brush. If you want to use something that's a thicker makeup, use your sponge. If you want to use something, let me find that brush. There it is. I got a new one right here. This one with liquid. Get it from Walmart. Amazing. It make whatever kind of liquid makeup go on good. But by the grace of God, when I say God go before you, you may have things that you already been going through. And then they get compiled with some more things. And my thing is, let me just tell you the truth. Like I said, for those of you that don't know, my only living child passed away, made 4 years on yesterday. Actually, no, the day before, September the 30th. And it's bittersweet because that's my brother's birthday. And not to go into that story again, not story, but that tribulation, the day that it happened, God went in there and said it. He said it. If I can tell you, I really want to repeat it again, but I'm trying to move forward. But by the grace of God, God went up in there. It was unexpected. And like I said, it was on my brother's birthday too. But by the grace of God, God went up in there and fixed it all. And that's why I say God goes before you. I had no idea that my child was going to pass away on that day, especially on my brother's birthday. Birthdays are a day of celebration. And that day, when it happened, it just happened, if I can say that. Within 2 hours, from the time I got the call that my daughter had passed away, she was actually at the hospital, but she was already gone. I got a call, and by the time I was able to get up and get on the road, which you see what I got on. I got on my old school nightgown. That day I had on some old shorts and a top. I got up and put on flip-flops, and I headed out. By the time I got down the freeway, then I got the call that my daughter was gone. So I didn't even have a chance to react. Like if you're watching me right now, putting on this makeup, next thing you know, I'll step out this room and come back and say, okay, so-and-so's passed away. It was that quick. But let me tell you, that's why I say God go before you. Because I wasn't expecting it. Who would have expected it? And by the grace of God, I actually got to the hospital. Okay. And it's like the doctor was expecting me. Out of all the people now, the doctor was expecting me. And I thought that was kind of crazy. And he walked me to the back of the building. And let me tell you how good God is. That's why I'm bringing it up to God. Go before you. Yeah, when I got in there, and somebody came up to me and said, "You want me to go in there with you?" Da da da. I said, "No, I'm good." I went in there by the grace of God, y'all. And that's why I say God goes before me and all of us. When I got in there and saw my deceased daughter laying down there, I said, "Oh, she's asleep." And I had this purse in my arms, and I threw the purse down. I said, "Oh, she's asleep." And then I threw the purse down on the countertop. And then once I got up close, I realized that my daughter is gone because, how her eyes were just looking. But by the grace of God, God gave me so much presence. And you know what? God gave me so much presence in that time that going down there not even knowing, first of all, you wake up on that day and your 33-year-old daughter, by the next thing you know, a phone call and you don't even get down there and they gone. That's devastating. And I want to tell you how good God is because he showed me her beauty. She looked extra tall. Now I'm 5'4". My daughter was almost 5'10", so she was tall, and she used to always say, "Mama, you shrinking. Mama, you are shrinking." And that's why I can laugh about it now, because she used to always say, "Mama, every time I see you, you done lost 3 more inches." I said, "Okay, well, dang." And it was crazy because every time my daughter came over, like I said, I'm 5'4". She almost 5'10" or whatever. To me, I was shrinking, but to me, looking at her, I was like, "Hey, you growing." But God gave us, you know what? She was growing into an angel, and I now realize that she was growing into a magnificent angel of the Lord, and that's why I say God will go before you, because things that you can't even imagine, like even in the Hurricane Helene. Now I got to share this with you. They showed the grandmother, the granddaddy, and a 6-year-old grandchild up on a roof. I'm thinking this is like a story that they survived. Why the news come up in there and say that they perished? Grandmama, granddaddy, and a 6-year-old grandchild up on the top of the roof, but then they say the roof collapsed and they perished. I'm going to tell you right now, you better get up and get out. First of all, you better reverence the Lord. If you don't know the Lord, I will advise you to get to know the Lord, and it's in a beautiful way, not a threatening way. Not a threatening way. But I will tell you this. Ain't no more time, y'all. Ain't no more time. The book of Revelations is real. The book of Revelations is absolutely real. The things that we're seeing now, total devastation. And the Lord allows us to get right. And if we can't, we go in there and we ask the Lord, "Well, Lord, we can't do it in our strength. We need you." I'm going to tell you, God is good. He goes before. He'll carry us when we can't do it on our own. And he stays with us. And I will say this. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. All right. Got our foundation on. Let's keep going. Um, the one thing about it, and the reason why, let me check this out, y'all. Okay. The one thing about it, and the reason why I'm sharing this video, we're going to go in with this concealer. This is the NYX. I'm sharing this video because when that happened with my daughter, no, not when that happened. When my daughter transitioned that day, I was not prepared. Like I said, you get up that morning, things are just absolutely great. My brother's birthday, everything, all is well. Hey, okay? And I'm sharing this video, even though for some people, it may not be for you, that is horrible. It was horrible for me when it happened. And the way it happened. Suddenly, quickly, on my brother's birthday, come on. But the one thing I'll tell you, God had prepared me. I didn't know God had prepared me like that. But my God, if I did not have God, no way I would have made it. And I would not have certainly been here for 4 years afterwards. And sometimes, you know, for us, hearing something negative, grief, pain, you know, you be like, I can't even believe this, Lord, I can't do it. But God also, like I said, once again, goes before you. And living proof, here am I. Living proof, here am I. Because God is so, so good. And it's no longer a sad thing that happened to me. It showed me that God is truly with me. It still hurts now, of course that. But I do know that there's a God that goes through the hurt with me. I also know that one day somebody gonna be watching this video by the grace of God, and they're gonna see this video because they've gone through hurt, and know that only God alone himself has gone before you. And that he will be there with you and see you through. The thing that has made me a strong woman, very strong woman, was going through the hurt and the pain of that with my child. And now, by the grace of God, like I said, just made 4 years, I'm grateful. I'm humble. Of course, I still go through my transition. It seemed like on the day that she passed away, that girl be coming through like, oh boy, just everything that, you know that you know of that person. And I'm so thankful because this time when she came through, she said, be happy. I promise you guys, my witness. God woke me up. We're going to go in with this Sasha powder. That be creasing me up, but we're going to use it anyways. But by the grace of God, this time on my daughter's passing day, the Lord came in and said, it's okay, I got you. I promise you, that came through. And every day that I wake up, especially on that day, I'd be like, here we go. But God said, it's okay, I got you. I said, okay. And next thing I know, it was clear as day. Be happy. Be happy. And I just told the Lord I loved him. And I told my daughter I loved her. And it still was clear. Be happy. And thankful and grateful because the Lord surely was with me. Still is. And it was like a bittersweet message again. Be happy. Don't mope around. Don't get up with all that old stuff. And then something came and said, think on the beautiful things that happened while your daughter was alive. And next thing I know, I started reliving all kind of beautiful things, y'all. When I say beautiful, beautiful things of me and my daughter, y'all so stuff. Woo, some of it was so funny. She was driving me. Imagine when your child started driving you. But one day, y'all, she was driving me somewhere, and it was a serious moment. And next thing I know, y'all, me and her had a laugh that it came spontaneously. And it was just like, and in the other moment we went to a family member, and we was getting ready to eat, and we were rolling down there. Have you ever ridden somewhere 30 minutes in Dallas, Texas, traffic? Y'all. Woo! Now, not to mention on Christmas morning, people be showing out, drunk and driving and rushing and all that, caught up. But by the grace of God, me and my daughter was headed down to a relative. And we just went through so many emotions, and then we got there and we ate, all this marvelous food, and we looked up at each other. I was sitting over there at the bar, and I thought my daughter was fellowshipping with the family, and she was over there by herself. And then I went over there, and we just connected again. And then it was just like, by the grace of God, I just looked at her again, and I was like, my baby. And then we went outside, and we took pictures that Christmas morning. And that was the last time that I was with my child, but by the grace of God, what he gave us that day. Ooh, that driving, that laughing. And then my daughter was so funny. Why is it that you learn stuff after the fact? After the fact, you go in there and realize, oh, this person was amazing. I already knew my daughter was amazing. I always had been an angel of the Lord. True story. But it just seemed like it come in there even more. Y'all, this is Sasha Buttercup powder. But anyways, it seemed like once my baby transitioned that I saw more of who she was. And yeah, she was so funny. Oh, she was so sweet. And when I tell you she loved people and she was genuine, I do believe she was an angel. And one thing she told me, when I was leaving work years ago, she was 2 years old. I picked her up from daycare. And she was riding in the back of the car. And she said, Mama. I said, yes, baby. She said, I see angels. And I believe it. I believe it. My baby saw angels. I know she did. Because she herself was a product of the Lord. And I said, well, Lord, now I understand, Lord, offerings and acceptance, meaning that you offer a sacrifice and God will accept it. And God accepted my sacrifice of my baby. And the covenant that I have between me and the Lord is amazing. I miss my daughter. I love my baby. But in the same instance, I know that she's safe now. She ain't got to live here with this stuff going on in this world. She ain't got to live through that. She don't have to partake in that. None of that. She's safe. And she's an angel. And she's also helping other people. May even be you. Angels go everywhere. I'm thankful and grateful now. That's what I wanted to share. And like I said, sometimes, you think you're going to get a sharing, but it's not what you think. Because until you go through it yourself, you may have a sharing, one day yourself, but you'll have a reference in a resume. I have a resume through the Lord that the Lord never left me ever going through one of the hardest times of my life. But I know a good God. All right, let's put these lips on. And like I said, one day there will be somebody that will listen to this testimony and they will know that it's for them. And they too will persevere in the Lord. I thank you for listening today. And a lot of times on these platforms, we use them for the wrong reasons, but I do thank the Lord that by the grace of God, that the Lord can show you something. And like he says, he will show you a seed that you don't even know you sowed sometime. And what that means is you may be going through something for the moment, but no one else is. But God will give you a seed to sow. And that's what you have given and left behind. Let's get this shea butter on. Y'all, that shea butter. Mary Kay, old school. Satin lips. My lips are dry. They dry like a pork skin rind. Watch what shea butter does. A little bit. Kind of like chapstick. Smells good too. Wow. Brand new lips. Brand new lips, y'all. Well, I thank y'all for coming in. Thank you for listening and supporting. I'm going to go find me a wig. Hey, hold on. Let me go find me a wig. I'm going to go find me a wig. Always keep your stuff clean and neat. And in order. Okay, let me go find me a wig, y'all. Okay, I'll be right back. Let me go get me a wig on. the finished product. The finished product.